Hi, this is Gail. Welcome. So today I want to share with you a project that I did this weekend at a little art and craft retreat at Lori from Graham Keepsakes place. And we started out with the idea of using a vintage flour sack. This is a paper flour sack, and creating a trifold folio, just like Jessica Rapp did from Two Silver Oranges. And I will list her video below because she was the inspiration for this. There are some differences between what Jessica did and what I have chosen to do. And if you watch the video, you'll see the differences. So, to start with, this is some ticking. And this, I'll undo, this is from what I call a dresser scarf that has been in my family since I was a child. And was used in my mom and dad's home for many years, and I still have the dresser that it sat on, and my daughter remembers it from her childhood on the same dresser. So anyhow, I cut off a piece of that to make my tie. This is the paper flour sack, and I find it especially fun because it is from Wires Cave Milling Company, Incorporated, in Purdy, Virginia. And I was born and raised in Alexandria, Virginia. So the fact that it came from there, I thought was pretty sweet. And look at the picture. That's awesome. Victory Self-Rising Flour. I loved the fact that it had a really cool picture on the front as well. So, that's that. Now, you will notice that elastic is used to put the little journal in place. Back here, this pocket, of course, out of the same dresser scarf, which of course has been tea-dyed, so that's why it looks not white anymore. And this is a piece of ephemera from an old paperback cookbook that Lori had. And anyhow, I liked it because up here it says fry kettle victuals, and just even the word victuals reminds me of the type of cooking that was done out in Missouri, where I spent some of my childhood summers and a year of my life as an elementary student. So, fun, right? Okay, when you flip this over, you can see that it is indeed a trifold. And I will start here. Notice inside is the blue ticking, and this little ribbing along the edge is the red, which I liked because it was sort of red, white, and blue theme on the front of the flour sack. This is out of a file folder, and this brad type closure was already on the file folder, so just some tea stained paper cut and placed in it, which makes it removable. This also slides in and out of the belly band that is here. And I just put these down here because it seemed like these little corners wanted to curl on mine. So, that's that. And then over here is the journal. I'll go through that in a second. Here we have a flashcard. I added this part from the flour sack here. These three are just from a collection of recipes that Lori had bought at a rummage sale or garage sale. This one is pumpkin cake roll. Sounds good right now. And they're not vintage, but they certainly have some age on them. And I liked the different pictures. This one is sour cream dressing. Okay, so there's those. And then over here we have the journal. Let me show you this section. Again, here are some recipes. I thought this picture reminded me of me because I have red hair and glasses. I don't know if I'm that goofy looking, but some days. So this is called porcupine meatballs. I think it gets the porcupine because it's got rice in it. And then this one, cheesy tuna and rice muffinette. Interesting. This is a double belly band. So the top layer is again that eyelet fabric from the dresser scarf. And it is adhered in the center so that these will fit in and stay. And then it has a strip of the ticking which is attached. So that keeps those little recipe cards in place and from sliding around. And then under the ticking part is this cutesy little old vintage, what have you, little cookbook. And I did put some vintage tape on here that we made at another retreat. And see, it looks kind of oldish, but it's fake. It's faux vintage tape. And then there are these little recipes in here. I had to rebind it because it was falling apart. So yeah, there's this, and that fits neatly underneath the ticking belly band and goes in here. Okay, so now for the journal. I have not yet put anything on my strings in terms of the dangle. I had to order some charms because I have absolutely nothing in this type of theme. I loved this little, it's just a paperback little cookbook with, I don't know, maybe 5 pages in it. And I just love the picture on the cover. I remember Clabber Girl baking soda, and so yeah, I just thought it was very fitting. So I kind of broke that apart, and that makes several pages in the little journal. And the journal is adhered with elastic, so it can come in and out as you please. So when I saw Jessica's folio with the flour sack on front, she used a different flour sack, but I thought, well, it's flour, so why not make this revolve around cooking and baking and that kind of thing? So that's what I did. Baking powder, not baking soda, pardon me. I see over here. So I used the little flashcards from Old Design Shop and made a little pocket here. You could always remove these and put a recipe card or something of that nature in here. And this is a little index card. Again, you can write a recipe on here and some more of the flashcards. This is tea stain paper. There's another page from the little cookbook. This is a little waterfall. This flips up. It says recipes. And so you have that card and that one and that one and that one. So you can put 4 recipes on one page if you desire. And then over here, another page for recipes or whatever. You know, some biscuits and muffins. Oh, yes. And believe me, working on this certainly created an appetite. So this is quick breads. I folded this over to make some pockets. Found these, aren't they cute? Flour. Ties in with our theme. And that's Rita's stuffed cabbage, an apple. I don't know what that's, Cocker, Kutscher, whatever. It's probably German, and I'm not a speaker of German. Okay, and then over here, granny cake and turkey and stuffing bake. So, those are just some recipes I threw in there that are fun, and obviously you could make your own recipes, use vintage ones from your grandma if you want. Another little pocket here with some more of the little flashcards. Then this pocket is made from a flashcard. You'll see it's the same width. I used textured wallpaper given to me by Lori. And then I colorized the tulips using a Q-tip and then the archival ink. A little bit of ticking here. This was off of the flour sack bottom. Here, I just added a little ticking to make a pull, so I knew that was in there. And this is potato souffle. Sounded kind of good, too. So some of these recipes I kept because I thought the recipe sounded good. Some because the handwriting was neat, and some because I liked the picture on the cards. Okay, then up here, this also is a recipe card, just an index card with some coffee stain on it, or coffee and tea, not sure which. There, and there we have that. So, again, 2 little pockets here for recipes, notes, whatever. Here, first let me show you this. This is a recipe. It already had the hole punched in it. This is Codger's season. Don't know. That's what it looks like. Anyhow, then I just added the little pieces of burlap string there. Well, if you flip it over, though, look. Finished goods ID tag. Clock number. So, I don't know, some sort of a repair tag. So I thought that was kind of cool. Liked that. This, again, is an index card. So you can write a recipe on it. And this, well, Lori gave me a piece of Dove chocolate. Couldn't resist. Pulled all the wrinkles out that I could on it and put it on as a pocket on the index card. Then added a little card that says recollect, to remember something or call to mind, which a lot of these recipes in this little book did for me. The journal made me think about cooking with my mom and my sister and making toffee and having some fun. Now, this recipe, which was typed, is for Zinder's Homestyle Rosettes. So anyone from around here knows that Zinder's is a famous restaurant. They're famous for chicken and their baked goods, and it's in Frankenmuth, Michigan. So anyhow, there is my little project for the weekend. I love it when we have a craft weekend and we are able to finish a project. Just, that's wonderful to me. And here again is another piece from that little paperback cookbook. And lovely pictures, and this of course reminded me of our Vassar home, the little country home. That's about Pennsylvania Dutch salad dressing. So, and then there's some veggie stuff. And so yeah, salads. So that I just stuffed back here, which has the pocket with the eyelet fabric. And I did that because the back of the flour sack was just plain white and kind of boring, if you will. So it just folds over and closes and it ties. So thanks for taking a look. If you haven't already done so, I'm linking Lori's channel. She has one of these to sell So you can go over and take a look and maybe buy it if you will. She's always very reasonably priced on her items. So there you have it. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for taking a look. I hope you have a great day and get out there, find your joy, follow your joy, whatever that may be, create some art, have some fun with it, and please stay safe and stay healthy. And until next time, bye-bye.